All right. I think this is working. I am just getting some work done. I have to do some combo arrangements for a high school group, and it's like normally it's a big band, but that's more during the school year. This is kind of their off season. So there's a smaller group of instrumentation, and that instrumentation is three trumpet players, alto sax, trombone, but one of the trumpet players very regularly plays mellophone. He's like really good at it, so I decided to have him play some mellophone for some different textures. All right, and the tune we're working on today is Cold Duck Time. And I'm going to see if I can share this stream to the Facebook group. That might be cool. All right. Then please let me know if something isn't working. You should be able to hear all my audio, I believe. Should be good. All right, share. And how do I get the chat to show up? Chat. Yeah, that was easy. Okay. Let me share this on Facebook for whoever wants to join, and we'll get to writing. I will be doing a original composition for this group. Right now I'm just working on an arrangement because the way I've been teaching this is I teach them head charts first, just so they get some experience learning by ear. Yes, I make them learn by ear. It's great. Great skill for all high schoolers to learn. But once we all learn the melody and we work on some improv over it, then I actually go through and write like a full arrangement with some cool stuff, maybe a solo, some backgrounds here and there, just to spice things up a little bit. All right, let's go to the Dorico group. And they are very welcome to reject this. What do I post? All right. Hey all, I am streaming, working on some small jazz ensemble music in Dorico. Feel free to join, ask questions, and see some Dorico use, Dorico writing. I'll just say some Dorico in real time. It's a verb now. Dorico's a verb. I hope this is like the correct link. I'm gonna try it in private window and see if it works. Okay, that was me testing the actual piano to see if it's going through. Let's see if it works. Right. And then I'll share this. Cool. I might actually try to be more planned about these things. All right. Hey all, I'm streaming, working on some small jazz ensemble music. Dorico, feel free to join us questions, see some Dorico in real time. Cool. All right, here we go. So I just got the melody, I got the chords written down. I put these hits on the piano just because I thought it'd be good for a younger player to see them, just so they don't have to think. I don't know. I guess that's mean. All right. Let's put some articulations on this line. How would I play this? Da 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 da. I'll put a little scoopy scoop on there with the tenuto. Do 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 do. Give us some Ricardo. Oop, that's not where that goes. Yeah, I'll do this the same. I like to specify that's a long note. That's why I'm putting the tenuto on there. So, I guess it's kind of assumed, but Dorico is not receiving. I hope my stream doesn't break. I hope my internet's good enough for this. That would suck if it's not. All right. There's my melody. Let's put a nice mezzo forte. That's the default dynamic for when I don't know what to put. Mezzo forte. Alto sax, trumpet 2. How about they both play that? Cool. That looks good. And I might just leave it the melody first time. I'll wait till the repetition to have some other people play it. Or maybe I'll have the same people play it and just give some background stabs. Some hits like that might be cool. I guess I could put a repeat. Save some page. Let's do that. I hope my stream is actually working. If it's not, that would be very unfortunate. Oh, maybe it's dead. Uh-oh. It says it's working. Okay. So now let's go put some backgrounds. We'll make these second time only. And they're all in the end of 1. Yeah, let's figure out a good voicing for that mellophone. My mellophone range, it doesn't comprehend up here. I have to think about it really hard. That's pretty high on trombone already. I'll move it down the octave. So how about this voicing? Cool. So now what we can do is you can paste explode across non-concurrent bars. Is this really not working? I hope it's working. Oh well. Paste special explode command is missing. Let's go fix that. So if you want to know, you can do MIDI commands. So I have a keyboard in front of me and it has buttons. And just as easily as you can do a normal key command, you can do a normal programmable command. And I'm going to look up for paste, explode. It's probably under here, paste. Or maybe it's just under explode. Yeah. And MIDI learn. And usually I like to set it to this button here that you guys can't see. Add MIDI command. And I also like to make cut 1 so I can be nice and quick. There we go. Wow. Why is my internet just not working? Maybe I will just give up on this. Well, if someone does join, please let me know if like it's working in chat or something. I'm just gonna keep going. We're gonna make this really short. So now that I have it programmed to the correct spot on my keyboard, what I can do is this. Much quicker, right? And that's what I meant to do. I just didn't have it set up. And these are all these bars. All right. This is just not working. And I'll put second time only. How about that? Cool. And then you gotta start writing the song concert pitch so that my score looks really ugly at the moment. All right. I don't get why my internet is not working well. It's very unfortunate because I'm having a good time. Can I increase my buffer? I don't care if there's a big delay. I apologize that this is just being poopy. All right. So the first course is done. So maybe I'll make this a first time, second time thing. Yeah, and then that way I can have some cool. So I don't know if you guys know the Alan Baylock version. I might even try to look it up. Alan Baylock Cold Duck Time arrangement is awesome. But he has like a bridge he wrote that isn't part of the original song. So I want to do something inspired by that, but obviously I'm not going to copy it because that's what it'd be copying. Thinking about doing something like almost like have the rhythm section drop out would be really hip, right? Okay. All of a sudden my stream says excellent. So hopefully that means it's good to go for a while. Because this should be working. Because I pay Comcast way too much money for my internet. All right. This is cool so far. I wish this was working well. Let's see if I'm getting any Facebook comments that says, hey, your stream is broken. All right. So now we don't. So I'm actually the one playing piano. It's one of these groups where it's really hard to recruit in the summer. And when we get here, I'm going to put some filled out chords. So what kind of chords do I want? So if this is the melody, cool. I've never had so many problems with live streams because I do them all the time. They're usually fine. All of a sudden, I'm getting so many errors. This is crazy. I wish it would just work. All right. Let's put it into improv tab, make sure it's working because this is annoying me now. And then here will be our chords. I need the trumpet one to go up, so maybe we'll voice it up like this. That'd be cool voicing. And they can do a unison line there. There, that'll be really nice. So now, here's the cool way to copy and paste. If you're very new to Dorico, you're probably wondering, how do I copy and paste into places where I can't insert rests? Well, for now, you're probably like, well, I would insert my rests and then I would get it all laid out the way I want and then I would paste. Well, we skip that. We can be quicker than that. We go to grid and then I just paste into the grid and it will automatically fill out the rest for me. So that's how you do that. This is going to be playing the 7th. This is going up the octave, and that is just Control Alt up. And then I'm cool having the melody double there. So this will sound something like. Cool. That's a cool chord. And I would really like to get a G in this. I guess I can voice cross. Why not? That's a good voicing. And then this, that's way too high for them. I always have to look at my transpose view for mellophone because I have no clue what's going to actually come out of that. Even though the transposition is not that hard, but I'm just like, meh. So, do I want them to play that every time? No, they'll only do that second time. But do. So yeah, their second time only. The melody has it twice. And obviously they need the pickups again, so I should probably put it over here. Oops. There we go. Cool. And I can fix some casting on this. Honestly, I'll just turn it off and just let it spread out. I don't know, I'm not writing galley view. I always do. Yeah, look at that. So much better. So what do we want to fill this gap with? Do I want a horn thing? Do I want a... I feel like I should do a horn thing because we don't really have... the rhythm section players are hard to come by with high schoolers. So... So I'll give the second time only guys, I will give them some kind of answer counterpoint line here that they will play every time. Yeah. Oh, that comes on beat too. That should be a cool line. And I'll have them do a unison, then hit a chord there. Octaves. But that's probably really high for my... Nah, he's fine. That's a G. Okay. It's only a fifth. It's not that hard. I'm overcomplicating the French horn in my head. It's only a fifth. Ba-da-da-da-do-dum, bum, ba-da-da-da-do-dum, and ba-da-da-da-do-dum. Yeah, it's good voicing. Okay. So I wrote a little script. If you are a Dorico user, you'll love this. And I actually shared it in a comment. I will share it in a video. So watch this. You're probably like, how can I paste explode that without having to copy paste? Script, explode in place. It's amazing, right? All right, cool. This is awesome. I'm being very thorough with articulations and dynamics. So I need to write something on there. This though, need one of them. Yeah, that looks good. And this is a nice, no, put on both. Cool. Mezzo forte. It's always mezzo forte. And put a little. I just missed the shift key. I promise I can type. Scoop. Yeah, that looks good. And we'll give these guys the hit too. Why not? I'll actually play the chord. Cool. And I don't really need to put this, but I like to put it. It just kind of, for younger players, it kind of reminds them, don't lose time. Because sometimes they just lose time. You know, you know. It happens. It happens to the best of us, I suppose. All right. It's good. For my new Dorico users, look at that rest. You're like, oh crap, why is there a weird rest? Edit, remove rest, and now it's gone. The voice system, so much better than the layer system. All right, so this is pretty awesome. And then I really don't need to say play every time. I guess I'll just put a play. Yeah, they'll get it. So by the time, you know, it honestly happens enough where like someone, especially wedding band shirts, I would say, where you get to the first ending and there's something in the first ending, but you only saw a second time only. But then you're like, you're not sure if that section actually happens multiple times. So you're like, do I actually play this? And then it did happen 2 times, so then you didn't play it. So play. Can't miss that. So I'm going to write a cool, different thing in the second ending. So my philosophy with writing and arranging, sometimes it's really good just to stick to the tune, but Cold Duck Time, it's pretty, I mean, it's just 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 with a little flat 6 flat 7. So here I'm going to opt to take us somewhere different and unique and add some of my originalness to it. But what is that originalness something? Hopefully it's good. And hopefully my stream is actually working now. Let's see if I have any Facebook comments saying, hey, you're an idiot. Your stream don't work. I got a friend request. All right, we continue. So if you know the Alan Baylock arrangement and the Alan Baylock arrangement of Cold Duck Time, I remember playing that back in high school. So a long time ago. And I was like, yeah, this is it. This stuff is good. I love jazz. That was the tune that like really made me probably fall in love with the trumpet. And his bridge is just so cool. It's so easy. It's just Something like that. But I'm not going to copy it. We're going to go somewhere different. So if this was our actual song in the 1-4, 1-4, 1-4, and he went to the 4 chord, we're not going to go to the 4 chord, so I'm not plagiarizing. So somewhere, maybe I would do like a little descending. Get us. It's still taking me to the 4 chord. Or maybe we go back to that flat 6, flat 7. And then that's cool. That takes us somewhere different. I would like to do some turnaround that steps outside of the for my added bridge that I'm writing now. So maybe like maybe to the 5 chord, maybe to the 2 chord. Maybe if I can get here, it would be kind of cool. So here's where we're at. So that's pretty cool so far. Might be cool to do some kind of like ascending bass line in there. Maybe if I do like a from this. Oh, ba ba da da, and then have my chord step down like a and then this is probably, oh, I guess this is a B major. And then get to a first inversion F. And then that gives me up to the 5 chord. Okay, I have a good idea. So let me just lay out the chord progression for this. I have a good idea for the melody. So this will be that D flat major 9 first. For 2 bars. 3, 4, 1, 2. So 1, 2, to D flat 2, 3, 4, 2. So now I'll put my descending chords right here. Let's just put my hits in there in advance. And let's think really strategically about what might sound good. This might need to be some... And... that kind of sound good. I feel like the C might need to be altered because here I'm playing it off of... I know I put a D major down. It's D flat. I caught it. So that... to maybe this needs to be alt. Yeah, that's what it is. And that was a C. 7 flat 9 flat 13 to B major 9, and then we're getting to this. That's just a B flat 9. But what's really important here is now that descending. I like the first inversion there. I like the F7 sharp 9 over the A. I think that really spices things up. And that will take us something different. All right. Should I repeat this or should I go to the 4 chord? I feel like getting the 4 chord might be pretty hip. And let me just put a big stock whole note chord here. Because I'm just going to put it under a slash region anyway, so that's cool. I don't actually have my chord playback on. I guess I should do that and actually fix those, but I kind of don't want to. So let's think about what's actually being played in the bass. How about something cool? I'm not going to get too out there with the drums. I'm going to see if I could just... Yeah, that's it. That's right. Okay, I will play the chords. I will play the voicings. So, the voicings. I'm thinking... And obviously I put those in the wrong place, but it's Dorico, so who cares? You can move anything you want. And yeah, that's great. And now, if you didn't watch my video on slash voice playback, you can actually enable it somewhere in here. Play slash voices, I already have it enabled. But some of these, I didn't actually play any voicings yet, so let me replace them with good voicings like this. And this. And then I'm just going to mute my whole bottom line because I'm too lazy to actually fix it the right way. But that is something we can do, so who cares? This also should be played good. Yeah, look at that. It's almost like I can play the piano. And that one. Nope. Put the 7 in there. What was I doing? I might be able to just do a... Yeah, that worked. But go ahead, that rest. I actually just wrote a chord under slash region in case you're wondering where it went. Because slash regions are awesome. The fact that I could just hide all the crap I don't want to show. Right. And then this. And hide the weird rest because it's easy. And now I will mute the whole bottom line. So piano scores are weird because like we have the bass clef and treble clef, but if it's like just chord stuff, kind of don't need both. But I've been told it's very normal practice to show both staves in the score all the time, especially big band scores. But in my parts, I always go to one staff anywhere I don't need to show both. So I end up doing the manual staff visibility later. I think that's pretty good arrangement so far. I don't know why these are the wrong... Yeah, I don't know how I did that. Okay, Now we come back over here. So, I'll just play some fake bass temporarily. Oops. So, I think we'll alternate between those two real quick. So I'll probably take this bass line and just adapt it. I think that would be cool. So I'm just putting a chord here just so I can hear it for playback. And I'm hiding under slash region. And I'm going to repeat this. There we go. I am not running Dorico 6 yet, which is surprising because I feel like I'm... Let's play some bass. It'll probably be really bad. Oh, I see the issue. I need the space. But dun 2 3 4 1 2 2 2 2 2 2. Should be easy. Should just be 2 bars. I know I'm not using the popovers. Don't get me. Don't tell the devs. There we go. Look at that. So I might put a chord walk up in there too, just to get into the chord walk downs. I think that'd be cool. So let's do some bass line here. 2 3 4. Yeah, okay. I will do that, but good. As catching me off guard. So 2 2 2. 1 2 3 4. I kind of want the get that in the right place. Obviously I could do it, not have to record it, but 2 3 4. There we go. Look at that. I'm a professional. Why is that double flat there? Why is that C flat there? I fix those all later using the pitch filters, so I don't actually have to do anything manually. I haven't wrote a script for it yet. Why? Because I'm bad at writing the scripts. That's why. Also, I saw I saw a post. Someone posted scripts, but they wrote them wrong. So it only worked localized within their scores. And it wasn't like adaptable, and they weren't using like the actual like scripting API, and they got roasted. So I am not going to do that and post something that is not going to work. All right. So we'll do my chord walk up. I guess we can just use these same chords. Let's see how they sound. This might be cool. And I like that little tie over. So I know a lot of people actually do 2 ways. They actually put the stemless slash there and then tie. I honestly just kind of don't mind the look of that, so I just go with that. I think it's easier. And then put the bass walk up. Oops. So this might be cool. So if I'm thinking correctly, if I actually tie that and then I slash it over, where's that? Okay, that doesn't work the way I think. Okay, now ignore what I just said. This drum groove totally works here, so I'm going to keep it. All right, I'm just checking Facebook to make sure nothing is like not working. No responses. I'm very cool with that. Okay. So now I have a cool idea for the melody. Trumpet one can take over the melody at this point. I think this is a cool little bridge. I want to give him a cool pickup line though, and it's a him. He's a very good player, very talented. You know, it might just be pentatonic. I'm thinking these pickups might be getting in the way of what I'm thinking for the melody. Melody always takes priority. 2 1 2 bum ba do 1. So could I get it to land on the upbeat comfortably? Do these upbeats really land on the upbeat comfortably there? I know you're hearing that get rearticulated. Ignore that. Okay, so now. No, I think it's good. I think it's good. Okay, so melody wise, let's rethink. One, two, ba-do-do. 1, 2, 3. 2, ba-do-do, do-do-do. I think that's cool melody. 1, 2, ba-do-do, do-do-do. Oops. And look, those notes all fit. That's a 6. It counts. 2. Maybe I could do something cool here, like a higher melody and then have the melfin and trombone answer. I think that could be pretty cool. This definitely slur. Put the accents. Do da do da 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 da. That should be cool, engaging for the students. And we'll do in harmony with these 3 instruments and then do a unison thing here. So now let's think about a cool. Let's harmonize that. We got a big one of them. F, does it work? Well, we'll think about it. F over the C, it's fine. Ignore it. Pretend it's not there. It's fine. I hate repeating notes, so I might do a voice flip there. Ba-do-da-do. So this. Do. here we have to do some cool harmony. So that's a alt, and this is definitely that. And look at this. My pace explode, but then look at this. Control. Well, I'm going to go to the paste articulations. So much time saved. It's awesome. So now I don't like that voice getting repeated. That voice crossing is okay. That's pretty cool. And then ignore the weird articulations. Those are transposing instruments. It's in concert pitch. That's Dorico trying to think about me writing concert pitch like a loser. It's like, just write in transpose pitch. What? You can't transpose in your head? I don't want to. All right. Now let's come up with our answering line, and then this will be our extended melody bridge thing that I like to do in my arrangements. All right. I'm glad the stream is just working now. And if it's not, please say something. Yeah. I have ads turned off on my... No, I just thought it wasn't cool to do that. I would consider in the future, but only if it actually were to pick up. Right now, I just want people to learn something. All right, so the mellophone trombone, what can they do? They should quote the original melody, right? Yeah, it's that easy. Nah, I'm very hesitant to write forte for high schoolers. Like, it's okay to be loud there at this moment. It'll be cool, but I'm very hesitant. All right. This is a kind of a cool little thing going on, I think. So now we will bring back these hits. So yeah, I rewrote them. Makes my life easy. I'm just putting a chord there, even though it's not ideal. Just for some playback. And we already have that up to there. It's actually copying the voicing underneath. Grab those chords. Don't need that. Okay. So I'll let these, like, actually put a decrescendo on this. I think it'll be cool. I meant to put a P. Typing too fast for my own good on my currently broken keyboard. So half the keys don't work. And I want the P over there. Yeah. Okay, cool. This is cool. I like this. So going into the second ending, that's what I want to think about. What's that bar going to be filled with? Because after it does this, they'll probably do one more repeat of that little melody and then go to solos. And also, for my Dorico people who don't know how to do second ending stuff, you could do that. So look. What you do is make a selection of all the stuff you only want to happen on a certain pass through. It's called passes, and it's in the properties down here. And I'm going to put suppress on passes. And you also have to do the suppress on playback, and it's always or on passes. I'm going to check on passes, and then the actual checkbox for suppress on passes, that's telling you which ones. And you just enter a number with like a comma. So I'm going to put 2. So if you had multiple repeats, let's say you had a section happen 4 times and you went to hear the backgrounds on the second and the 4th time. Oh, I didn't mean to put 2. I meant to put 1. Suppress on the first time. Duh. It happens 4 times. You put 1, 3. So when it happens the first time and the 3rd time, it would suppress. It's at first glance you're kind of like, huh, and then you look at it, you're like, oh, so you can do whatever you want. And I found myself using it quite often. And repeat time. So now I would like to figure this out. And I'll put my hit here for the drums. And we don't need that little rest. Remove. And then I don't need to re-put the drum groove, so I'm just going to slash all this off. My keyboard is broken. Wow. It's half the keys are like sometimes work, sometimes don't. But I just got a new car, so I ain't buying a new keyboard right now. New car that I drive to gigs to make money to afford the car. And not a keyboard. All right. This looks good. I should put some kind of tempo text, right? Some cringy text that says funky, or it's not funk. That says groove, or upbeat, or we'll come back to that. If you have a recommendation for what cringy text I should put there to get the musicians in the mood, let me know. Okay, this looks good so far. This is fun. So, but you know, I'm going to leave this as a bar of empty space. Don't overthink it. Space is good. And then I have no problems just repeating this figure here because it's pretty cool. But here is where we're going to go to my actual turnaround. Let's think about my chord progression here. And these guys are going to have the melody through it until they all have but da da do again together, because that's, I guess that's the period of this, the exclamation mark of the song. Yeah, that's where it's like, hey, next section. Okay, let's keep going. Here's where we're at. Bum, 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 bum. So then we get. So we're now at this chord, and I definitely want to go to the 4 at this point. So maybe I actually go to just like an ascending thing. I actually abandon the two measures at this point. So I'm at the... Kind of could be hip. Maybe. I'm. It's something. Something up here is thinking. Oh, I know. Just goes to straight. So like a bum bum bum. And then maybe I actually do like a... something. Hold on. Let's think about it. Check the Facebook, see if I'm getting a comment that says the stream is broken. No, it's okay. All right. So... So we get to the 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be really cool. And maybe this is actually the launch off into the solo. It just feels like it. So 1, 2, 3. Boom. Ba da 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 da. Add a goal. I didn't know we could add goals. So this should be fun. So and they're definitely all anticipated chords like this, and I think that like most like stereotypical secondary dominant sound is kind of cool. And then, but the C, it's just a C. I don't know about just a C. Okay, and then that will be on the downbeat. 1, 2, 2, 2. So maybe I go to a big C sus something slash here. So this is my progression for this little build up into the solos. Oops. 1, 2, 3. And then I get, and maybe I'll go to the build off of the 5. It's pretty cool. We'll see it build off of the 2. Yeah, that's sick. Okay, so let's do that. This is going to be my G minor 7 over C, and I like to write, even though that's really just a C sus 7, I've had too many experiences where I say like C sus 7, and then I'll have players play these 2 different voicings, even though they're really not the same thing. So this one is the one I just wrote on the page, and this is the other one, a D minor 7 over C. Those 2 are not compatible because they have that clash in there if you try to combine it. They both have the C, the D, the F. They don't both have the fifth, and they don't both have the A, and they don't both have the B flat. So one is like a sus 2, 4, 6, and the other one is like a sus 2, sus 4 with a 7. But you could write them out like that, but then you get really long words, or like if you try to write it shorthand, then you get random people doing random things. Slash chord. Can't miss that. All right. All right, so this is going to be, oop, that's the wrong octave. 1, 2, 3, bam. And then here we'll get into the normal turnaround, which is actually just going to be this again. And I wouldn't mind do I want my piano to also do an eighth note pattern? So here I might have my drums deviate a little bit. Let's think. So I might have them go to like a, yeah, not that though. Cool, and then the groove will come back in there. So this is all about dynamics. Obviously, I want it to be like dun 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 dun. I think having a forte piano over the first two would be like really, really cool. And then we don't need the rest. This kit, kind of the snare tone is like actually really appropriate for cold duck time. I don't know why. All right, even though it sounds like cheap. Look at that. So we'll have these guys do some of those chords. And staccato, short, give them all the dynamics. And then have these, mellophone trombone, have the melody. That'd be pretty cool. Oh. Aha, it's untransposed. All right. I don't like how spread that voicing is actually. Let's tighten it up. I mean, I do like how spread that voicing is. Maybe trumpet 1 takes the melody still. Let's do these 3 voices with that. I don't mind playing spreading my voicings out a little lower like this. Wow. My MIDI playback is atrocious right now. And we're gonna staccato. Oh, not like that. I just meant from here. those don't need staccatos. Those are long notes like that. And I'll put dynamics all over this thing to make it convincing and cool. A double trumpet melody. Yeah, why not? All right. On all these, we'll put the kick and an accent just to make it obvious. That is like the accent of the line. All right, cool. Now here's, so I want this to be like a forte piano, another forte piano. And then we'll put another big one here. And this one will be longer, and we'll go all the way over to there. And I know I'm like overriding dynamics, but I think it's okay. The effect will be awesome. So now I put that there. We'll figure out what I mean, maybe. Oh yeah, I'll group it. Watch this. Now you go dynamics, and you say, please solve all my problems. I don't know why I did link. Link isn't the right one. It's group. I do that every time, which is so stupid because I've been using this for years. Dynamics, group. Now they're in a row. So now when I paste explode this, it'll look cool. And it should go my dynamics right. Oh, I have the rest selected. I was like, why didn't that work? There we go. All right. So, wouldn't mind taking all of these dynamics. Yeah. That's a pretty cool little thing. So now, dun, 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 dun. And then here, they're actually going to land on this. And I guess I should just unselect the drums. Well, the drums. Oops, I forgot to select chords. This is a pretty cool chart. And this will bring us right to the solo section, which is awesome. And I'm definitely going to do a coda because why not? Why spend the time writing such an awesome melody and intro when you're not going to play it again? I will write some kind of solo or something after the solos. Should be cool. Oh, and then these all should no suppress on playback. And just like that, it's all good. And there's no playback on that slash, but I just need it to be there. Do I want a slash? Or maybe I'll actually put a... I want to put a written crash in there. So then here we'll go back to that groove. So here's where I debate the slashes. They clearly mean groove. So, like, do I actually need to write the notated groove? I'll kind of decide on that later. But I would prefer just to do this. I'll decide on now. Why not? Groove. Groove. My universal term for play the groove. Hey, drummer, just play the groove. So now let's give some melody here. And then this, I think this will end up actually just being an open soul section with some repeats that can be queued. And put this, young players, remind them to keep some time or they won't. Yeah. Okay. So maybe. We'll put these in octaves. It'll be really cool. So, what's the other part of the melody I'm hearing? And this is going to be loud. That comes on W. And I think we need a little grace note there. Why not? I think it'll be cool. Oops. Oh, I might rearrange this to be a little cooler. Yeah. So everyone will join in here. So if that's a B flat, just need to fill some of the space. Now let's rearrange this voicing. C on the bottom. I know I don't have an F in there, but I kind of would prefer to double the third, so it's a little stronger. Is it? Let's hear it in context after I put some of the... Nope, that's not right. This should be cool, but now I need to put dynamics on this. And now I need a link or group. We'll undo that and we'll fix it later because I just want to get some stuff written. All right, this looks cool and good, but does it sound good? That's the question. I think it does. Let's play it from this pickup into the bridge. Smooth streaming. Yeah, I dig that. And I need to flip these because I did those manually. And this will be solo pickups. Who should solo first? Let's just put everyone. Yeah, look at that. So creative. So now here is where I could do a chord and then hide it here. I might just do local chords. I usually do that in my solo pickup regions because I think it's easier. So I'll do an F7, sharp 9. But hold Alt while pressing Enter. I know I'm not on Dorico 6, and I think they updated it, changed it for the better. And this should just paste around like this. Yeah. Okay. I want to fill a little space here. Right, two. Yeah, sorry, trombone player. It sounds good, so I don't care. They can play that. That's the only thing I think they have in the whole chart. That's fine. All right, this is cool. I like this. So I might change this bit here. I'm actually not digging that. Just in the melody instruments, it's cool in the background. So let's listen from a good point. How about here? So ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da, ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da, ba-da-do, ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da, ba-da-do. They all hit a 2-beat chord, and that would be much cooler. So let me just make that happen for everyone. And these guys need to be unlinked. Dynamics. Unlink. And these need to get removed. Then wait, where does that start on? It starts on It'll be really cool. That'll have to be rehearsed to death with a high school group because there's a big cutoff that's really hard to really requires accuracy. Should I put that in harmony? I think I should. Let's redo this voicing. All right, and we're going to change this line to just so we can get a little more length out of that. There we go. That's what I want. So now we have this super awesome like crescendo. Should those be in unison? I kind of think they should. Nah, I mean, that's in harmony. That's in harmony. It'd be kind of weird if that is. So let's think. Let's think. How about I just write 4 voices underneath that, and there's an E flat on top. Definitely doesn't fit in the chord, but it kind of doesn't matter. So let's just put like an F minor there, and call it a passing chord. Call it a day. 1, 2, 3, 4. I bet this will sound cool. If it doesn't, it'll be unison. Yes, that is totally what I want. I'm very happy. Let me clean up these rests. That rest specifically. Don't need the double groove. All right. Why are there chords in my drums? That was a mistake. Chords, symbols, none. There we go. All right. So earlier we had a hit there. Think that'll work? Oh, it did. Okay, good. Just making sure I was about to mess something up. And then I need a crescendo of these voices here. And then I think we're good. And then I'll do my grouping later. I just don't want to mess with it right now. All right. Should I play it from the top? I guess I should. And then this is my reminder that I don't need my dynamics in there. In my actual part, I'm just going to have 1 staff at the score. I leave it 2 because that's what I was told was preferred. Okay. If you're watching, you have a Dorico question, or you have a writing question, or any kind of question, please ask. All right, here it is from the top. I have a gig soon. I have to leave in like 30 minutes, so I'm just reading up on all the text from the band. right. I'm ready up to the solo section. I'm pretty happy with this so far. I think this is a pretty cool, small ensemble arrangement, honestly. I feel like I want to put something in this bar. I'm always hesitant to like just add things for the sake of adding things, but the song feels like it just needs space filled, in my opinion. Some songs are good with space, but this one is like, nah, fill it. So, ba ba bam ba do 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 ba do. I want some kind of line there. I don't want it to get in the way. It can't just be on the upbeat of one. Bum bum ba da 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 do 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 do. Bum bum ba da do do do. I mean, is it just on beat two? Is it that simple? I'm probably overcomplicating it. Bum ba da 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 do. Boom. But like a fall, a really quick fall. That's not the right note. It's supposed to be D. Oh wait, no, that's supposed to be D. Okay, yeah, I will fill the empty space, and I'm still thinking, bum da 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 dum bum ba do da da dum bum ba do 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 bow do 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 do. Put a big. Is it just a? Maybe it's a one of these. Nah, I keep missing my shift key. No reason why. I just am. Alright. And we're going to do that. Oh, wait. Skipped a step. There we go. So, do I want that same hit to happen there? That's the question. Bop. 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 Ba-do-da. I do. Okay. Now, just those two beats. And paste. All right. So now I'm officially done up to the solo section. Good. Happy about that. Let's look at my score. Oh, wait, sorry. Page view. I don't know what I'm even saying. Cool. Parts. Nice. Good. Those will be easy to format fully later. So solo section. I'm thinking about just making an open solo section. I think that would be good for this tune. And we're gonna copy this. I don't have Dorico 6 yet, so this is how I'm copying my chords. You know what, actually? I'm just gonna copy these first. And remove that. Remove the whole rest, edit, remove rest, which I should program that button to my keyboard. Let's do that right now, because I've done this like 20 times so far today. Remove rest. Oh, wait. Remove rest. Remove retake. I have no clue what that means. And we'll make it this button on my MIDI keyboard. Oh, it didn't work. Cool. So that should speed things up. And then we'll still put this hit on 5 just to be clear. And then that'll just be a and we'll leave it empty space. I think that'll be cool. That's our repeated section. Let's put the 7 in sharp 9. Let's put our B flat 9. What time is it? Okay, good. Let's have a couple 20 more minutes about. Feel free, ask questions. Ask Dorico questions. Ask arranging questions. Ask, I don't know, just chat. Now I will put those hits with the little tie overs because I think that's important for the player to know. Oh, I put that early. There we go. And that's our D flat major 9. This is our E flat 6/9. And that's the same chord as this. I'd like to specify in this song in particular, or any chord, songs where like the dominant clearly has that more blues sound. Obviously, I would say most charts just would say F7, and then you would know the song, and then you'd be like, okay, it's a blues. But I find myself liking that I can put the sharp 9 on there, and then that implies, of course, the trumpet sound came out. Blues, right? Because we're telling you to, hey, put that third on there. For young players, it's a good teaching opportunity, good teaching mechanism for them. My bass, he needs chords. Chord symbols, and we'll do there. Ow. It's not defined as a rhythm section instrument. You know, actually, I'm going to do it in chord symbol regions. Just in case I want to as written area where I don't want to give them chords so they don't have a choice. And chord symbol region. That's something I use all the time. My MIDI preferences stuff got wiped, so I'm just putting them back. Right, chord, right. Yeah, look. So that one will be 47. Because 48 is last region. So this is, so obviously I'm using a MIDI controller. I have a MIDI controller here, like a big keyboard, and that's why you see the notes I play on the screen here. But it also has programmable buttons, right? For those of you who want like easier access to some of these things, you should get a Stream Deck. If you don't know what a Stream Deck is, it would be your best friend for a lot of these things. Because there's just some things in Dorico where people go, well, this feels slow. Well, if you're comfortable with the popovers, it's very fast. or put on a Stream Deck, and it's like, wow. I use a Stream Deck for literally everything, like my lights. And I don't use it for Dorico a lot, really. I don't know why, but I do use it for Cubase a ton. But I should start using it for Dorico. All right. This is my solo region, so I'm actually going to write optional backgrounds in here. What kind of background should I write? No, that's stealing from Alan Baylock. So let's be different. How about 2, 3, 4, 2. That was lame. I can think of something better. How about 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Easy, simple. Let's do that. Who should I give the backgrounds to? So this is like, do I want to do an open solo section, or do I want to? If I give all of the backgrounds, I have enough players to split it up so I can guarantee I'm always getting most of the backgrounds, or I can just plan for only backgrounds when it's trumpet 1 or mellophone, and then I can give these the backgrounds. How about that? And then I will give them cues. Sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Hit 2, 3. Ba-da. Bow. 2, 3. Bow, 2. And we'll repeat this. Let's put him as a piano. Look, I messed up a chord back here. Okay, no, I didn't. Duh. That's just supposed to be that every time. Duh. Okay, then this bar will be different. So, bop. Oops. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop. And then we'll just put some nice chords here. And, well, I guess I'll put... Yeah, look at that. And how about we doing one of these? I like that. Those are backgrounds. I wonder how it feels to solo over it. Let's try. Yeah, those are good backgrounds. Okay, so we're going to put those in. Trumpet to mellophone, trombone. And what's awesome about the pace explode in Dorico is you can do non-concurrent stabs as long as they go top to bottom. So paste. Oops, I didn't mean to click it twice. There we go. Just like that, my backgrounds are done. We're going to say on cue. There, and now we have an open solo section. How about that? So I can also put it voices, trumpet one, and alto sax. Who is most likely to be soloing when I would want backgrounds for their what voice they want to cover? Wow, I worded that so poorly. Who else is soloing when I would want backgrounds to happen, or should I only have backgrounds when trumpet one or alto sax is soloing? I think that is the answer. Personally, it just kind of makes it easy. And oh, that's not what I meant. I don't want it in this case. I usually do show the count appearance because I found rhythm section players that I always put in the awful sight reading situations for the videos I record. Love them because then they don't have to count as hard. All right, that is cool. Let's just listen to everything from the top right after I fix the playback here so it plays back all the way through. And we'll see how everything sounds. Then I have to get ready for a gig. I hope whoever was watching enjoyed. I know there were some technical difficulties at the beginning. There's always technical difficulties. And wait, I programmed this to a key. Do you remember which one it was? I think it was 46. I was right. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. And then I'm just going to put some big chords here. And hide it. Okay, cool. I think I'm breathing really heavy. If I am, I apologize. My nose is suddenly just plugged, so I'm going, just breathing. All right, Shift A. I love rehearsal markers. And when we get to rehearsal marker C, I'm going to put a solos. Look at that. Clarity. What did I do? Why is that? I know what I did actually. I messed with the padding and I shouldn't have. That was not the right one. It was this one. Okay. It's supposed to be that. Okay, yeah. Oh wait, I want my bottom one back to how it was. 3/8. Yeah. Okay, that's so much better. There we go. All right, let's listen from the top. Listen to that awful MIDI mockup. Oh. My mouse is about to die and my friend just got here.
Someone is at the GMT 1TW02 4392 TL51.
All right. I'm just waiting my friend, making my friend wait outside my house while we listen to this. That's not cruel. It's only 90 degrees. Cool. We don't need to listen to the solos. All right. I appreciate everyone who joined, listen. Next time I might actually try to like schedule this and see if people want to actually join, chat, ask questions, because sometimes talking about what I'm writing helps me write better because then I think about it. So thank you once again. I'll see you all in the future. Thank you for your support. More videos, more stuff. And I know I put on this on the Facebook group, so if you are on the Facebook group, keep helping all the newbies and everyone coming in and asking questions. We can help them. We can do it. I know we start getting some repeat questions. It can be difficult because we're like, hey, someone already said this like yesterday, but no, seriously, they're willing to learn.